Sagittarius, and welcome to your June 2018 general love reading. I do the general reading, not a love reading. I'll be doing them next week, hopefully, guys, okay? So, you've got the Chariot twice, Sagittarius, as what you most want, and your additional guidance card. The Chariot is about moving forward, okay? It's a vehicle that propels our lives into new paths and new directions. Your other additional guidance card is a loyal heart. It might not feel that way right now, Sagittarius, because sometimes when the cards appear, circumstances don't always mirror the cards. The loyal heart says that you're about to see evidence in your life of loyalty. For some of you, I'm not sure, I'm going to ask for another card for that loyal heart, Ace of Swords. There's going to be some truth revealed. And in this truth, I think some sort of relationship is either going to come back from the past, or a new relationship is going to form, okay? That's the picture I'm getting. And the Knight of Swords has showed up in the love reading. That tends to bring quite rapid change. Change that 1 minute you've got one life, and the next minute you've got another one. That's how I understand the Knight of Swords. Especially when he turns up the Tower card. You haven't got the Tower card, but you've got the Chariot twice, okay? So you enter June, 2 cards, the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So you're in your own element. Always love to see someone in their own element. The 3 of Wands, loads of meanings to this card. It's one of these cards, endless meanings. It's a desire to expand beyond your horizons, because that's what all the 3s represent. More than one person, a greater destiny. It's also got an element of waiting to it. That's the side that no one likes. It's right next to the 4 of Wands, so that's really lovely when one card automatically follows from the next. This desire to expand is met with expansion, basically. Very unusual to see that. So the 4 is a threshold card, crossing into a new beginning, into a new life chapter, okay? Or maybe you've just been having good times, okay? It doesn't always have to have profound meaning. It can be very, very subtle, but just joyful. Because what you most want, as I said, is this Chariot card, this moving forward, this feeling that life is moving. So sometimes that means we've felt stuck for a while. Because if we're desiring something, it's obviously because we haven't had it. So we want to recover from the sense of being stuck, of feeling oppressed, and eventually just propel the vehicle of our life forward. Your supportive card is the 8 of Cups. It's that search for something more, okay? I'm not sure where this is manifesting. I'll clarify it for you. But the 8 of Cups is the spiritual search for the missing cups, basically. He's going into the night, which is the Moon card, into this great mystery, this great unknown, to discover his soul's purpose. Yeah, I'm going to clarify it for you, actually. And what your challenge is the 9 of Cups. So maybe you're challenged at the moment, Sagittarius, to feel that your wishes are coming true. Maybe you're in that transition stage that no one quite likes being in. The 2 of Cups is a clarifying card. So the 9 of Cups is that your wishes coming true. It's the wish fulfilling tree. Represents the heart chakra, emotional abundance, sharing yourself with other people. And what's supporting you is walking away from what's no longer serving you. For some of you, this is a relationship, or you're walking towards this bond. Your heart might be pulling you, you might feel drawn, you might feel propelled to enter into some sort of sacred union, by the way, some sort of love bond, which would make sense with this loyal heart. If there's a bond that's not supporting you, Sagittarius, walking away is the greatest power we have, by the way. I know it's not always easy. But this card is saying evidence that you're on the right path is about to present itself. In your relationship house, you've got the Knight of Swords. This tends to bring very rapid change. And then the Knight of Wands, okay? Both quite fast-moving change, because some of the Knights move really slowly, as you know, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. But these two Knights, especially this Knight of Swords, is this rapid change, someone rapidly moving into your life, okay? Could be a fire sign, could be an air sign, not necessarily. It could be about communicating online, okay, that sort of thing, rather than the actual signs, which doesn't always operate that way. Around money and work, you've got the Seven of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. So many people are getting the Ace of Cups at work. Not about half the signs, well, 3 signs, and you're my 4th one who's got this Ace of Pentacles at work. Because work is one of the ways that we're open to meeting people, for life to bring in new opportunities for us. My favourite card in this deck, okay? This is the Eye of God, it's the Eye of Destiny, it's a love that can't be avoided. And it's shining right down on you, Sagittarius. The 7 of Discs points to a waiting game, okay? The 7 needs to become a 9 and a 10. Maybe you're contemplating, maybe you're waiting to hear news about a new job, a new financial opportunity. This 7 of Pentacles is never led to a failure. It's more a game of waiting for the proper alignment, which would be the Ace of Cups. Everything's in divine timing, Sagittarius. We can all suffer. I do, or we can trust. It's a really hard one to do, to trust, especially if we've had our hopes dashed before, which we all have. It's a really hard energy to say, right, I'm going to let go and trust that whatever I'm waiting for will come through for me, that walking away from something is going to lead me to something greater, trusting that my search will be met with what I'm looking for. But there comes a point where we have to stop letting the past define us and enter into a new chapter of our lives, okay? At a soul level, you've got the 4 of Swords, rest and retreat. This isn't forced retreat. This can actually mean being quite exhausted and needing to recharge your batteries so you can propel yourself forward again in the Chariot card. And your outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles will be a new job. So the 7 becomes the Ace, basically, which is what we want. The Ace is a new job, a new house. The Aces all represent gifts that can represent new life chapters unfolding. You've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Discs. I love the water and the earth element together. That's exactly what you've got. So there might be new love, there might be a new financial chapter opening up for you. And you've got the 6 of Wands, which is a success and victory card. You've got no 5s, but I'm sure we're always in process. So the 5s represent those difficult parts of birthing process. The 6 would be the outcome, the victory. You've overcome your difficulties, you broke through, and you're now on the other side. People are celebrating with you that you've worked through your difficulties, that you've propelled yourself forward into a new destiny. And there comes your King of Wands. I'm sure this is a person, by the way. And isn't that funny that the Knight becomes a king, which means the attraction is just growing, okay? I love the pages in love readings, by the way, because of their innocence. But attraction for another human being just grows. Well, it should just grow until it becomes unbearable, and then we need to take an action to resolve it. This Knight is growing into the King, which is making me laugh. And he's looking right in your direction, Sagittarius. So I think some of you have got some really hot sexual attraction going on with something or someone. Not something, someone. There might be a bit of a paradox that you need to walk away in order for it to come forward. Because walking away is one of the greatest powers that we have. And it gets the other person to build their attraction for you when they realise that you're just not a toy that waits, but a person of worth and a person of dignity, Sagittarius, okay? Interesting month. Hopefully the relationship readings will be out next week. I'll try my hardest. Loads of love, guys. Bye.